Ever wondered what your cat is really saying when they claim your ankles as a pillow at 2 a.m. while you're just a human space heater to some? The truth is far deeper. While cats crave temperatures up to 100 degrees Fahrenheit, they don't just want your warmth, they have radiators for that. When they choose a giant human over a safe hiding spot, they're overriding every wild survival instinct. It's a profound, silent language of trust and biology most owners miss. But what happens if they suddenly stop? Let's unlock the ancient code behind this nightly ritual. Have you ever noticed your cat doing that gentle, firm headbutt against your chin just as you're settling into bed? We usually call it a cuddle. But in the feline world, it's actually a sophisticated chemical handshake. To truly understand this, we need to look at a hidden biological marvel called the Jacobson's organ, or the vomeronasal organ tucked away in the roof of their mouth. When your cat rubs their cheeks or forehead against you, they are depositing specialized pheromones from glands located across their face. Most of us think they're just being affectionate, but they are performing a vital ancient ritual establishing a communal scent. In the wild, sharing a group smell is the only way cats identify who is family and who is a threat. By pressing their body against yours night after night, they are weaving your identity into theirs. This is why your cat might greet you with a stink face, that odd open-mouth grimace known as the flamin response after you've been out running errands. They are using that extra organ to process the wrong smells you've picked up frantically, trying to restore the shared scent that says you are safe. This chemical bond is their ultimate stress relief tool, ensuring their territory feels like home. But beyond being a chemist, your cat also believes they have a much more active job to do while you're vulnerable. It's a charming idea, isn't it? The thought of our small, fluffy companions standing watch like tiny soldiers while we drift off to sleep. You'll often hear people say that when a cat sleeps at the foot of the bed or faces the door, they are acting as your bodyguard. But if we peel back the layers of human emotion and look at the evolutionary biology, we find a strategy that is much more clever and much more vulnerable. In the wild, cats are what scientists call Mesopredators. This means they are fierce hunters of small prey, but they are also actively hunted by larger carnivores. For a cat, sleep is the most dangerous time of their day. Their DNA is hardwired with a concept called safety in numbers. When your cat chooses to sleep with you, they aren't necessarily offering you protection. They are seeking it. By bedding down with a giant that's you who is 15 times their size, they are effectively choosing the safest fortress in their territory. Your presence provides a biological shield that allows their instinctual guard to finally drop. It is the ultimate compliment. They trust your strength and your den so much that they believe no predator would dare approach. It's not about duty. It's about a deep primal bond where your strength becomes their peace. But did you know that even within this safe fortress, the specific way they curl up or stretch out is actually a coded message about exactly how safe they feel? If you've ever woken up with a face full of fur or a 10-pound weight pressing directly on your chest, you might think your cat simply has no concept of personal space. We often joke that they're trying to claim us or perhaps demanding an early breakfast. But the science behind these geometry of affection positions is much more profound than a simple lack of manners. Many of you in the comments specifically asked why your cat insists on sleeping right on your heart or near your face. The answer lies in biological resonance. A cat's hearing is incredibly sensitive to low-frequency rhythms. When they sleep on your chest, they aren't just being clingy, they are seeking the rhythmic reassurance of your heartbeat and the steady, deep cadence of your breathing. To a cat, these are the ultimate biomarkers of a healthy, calm protector. This physical proximity triggers a surge of oxytocin, the bonding hormone in both you and your feline companion. By choosing your chest or head, they are literally syncing their nervous system with yours to reach a state of deep, restorative rest. It's a level of emotional intimacy that mirrors the bond between a mother and her kitten. It's their way of saying you are the very center of their world. But as deep as this connection is, it actually requires a massive biological sacrifice from your cat. One that involves rewriting their very sense of time. If you've ever wondered why your personal alarm clock has whiskers and a tail, you aren't alone. We often assume that because cats are nocturnal, they're just pacing the hallways waiting for the sun to come up so they can demand breakfast. But here is where the science takes a truly fascinating turn. Cats aren't actually nocturnal, they are crepuscular, meaning their DNA has told them for millions of years to be active only at dawn and dusk. Yet for a cat bonded to a human, they perform what researchers call chronobiological hijacking. They choose to override their deepest evolutionary instincts just to sync their sleep cycles with yours. Many of you mentioned in the comments that your cats seem to have a sixth sense, knowing exactly when you're about to wake up even before your phone buzzes. It's not magic. Your cat has mapped your REM cycles. They stay awake during the day, which is naturally their primary nap time, simply because that's when you are available. They are literally rewriting their internal clock to live in human time. This is a massive biological sacrifice made purely out of a preference for your company. But as they lie there synchronized with your rhythm, they are doing more than just resting. They are monitoring your physical state with a level of precision that modern medicine is only just beginning to understand. It's a story we hear time and again. You're feeling under the weather, or perhaps your heart is heavy with worry, and suddenly your cat, who usually enjoys their independence, becomes your constant shadow. We often credit this to a mysterious sixth sense or a psychic connection, but the reality is far more grounding. Your cat is a high-precision biofeedback sensor. To truly understand why they cling to you during your lowest moments, we have to look at their ability to detect chemical shifts in the human body. Many of you shared touching stories in the comments, one in particular from a viewer whose cat stayed within an arm's length during her husband's battle with cancer. This isn't just a coincidence. Your cat's olfactory system is so advanced they can actually smell a spike in cortisol, the stress hormone. While you sleep, they are monitoring your restlessness, the rhythm of your heart, and even microfluctuations in your skin temperature. They aren't just being sweet. They are assessing the health of their protector. In their world, a vulnerable leader means a vulnerable pack. They stay close to provide comfort, yes, but also to keep a vigil over your recovery. However, this deep vigilance works both ways, and sometimes the most important message they send is through their sudden silence. It's easy to feel a little rejected when your nightly shadow suddenly stops showing up at bedtime. You might think they've just found a cooler spot, or that they've simply grown out of their cuddly phase. But here is a hard truth from the world of feline medicine. A sudden break in a long-term sleeping habit is almost never about mood. It's a clinical message. For our senior cats, who many of you in the community have mentioned caring for, into their late teens, this sudden silence is often the first sign of a hidden struggle. In the wild, a cat who feels vulnerable or in pain doesn't seek a crowd. They seek solitude. It's an ancient survival mechanism to hide weakness from potential predators. Upgrading our understanding of aging felines, we now know that conditions like feline arthritis or feline cognitive dysfunction (FCD) often manifest first as a change in nighttime routine. If jumping onto a high mattress becomes painful, or if they feel disoriented in the dark, they will retreat to a ground-level hiding spot. If your faithful companion has been by your side for years and suddenly disappears, don't brush it off as just getting old. It's their way of asking for help without making a sound. They spent years monitoring your health baseline. Now it's your turn to protect theirs. But even when they are quiet, they are still trying to heal us in ways that science is only beginning to prove. Most of us believe the purr is simply the feline version of a smile, a sign of pure, unadulterated contentment. We hear that low rumble in the dark and think, he must be happy. But the truth is far more miraculous. Cats don't just purr when they're happy. They purr when they are injured, stressed, or even when they are giving birth. Why? Because the feline purr is an evolutionary survival mechanism. It vibrates at a frequency between 25 and 150 Hertz, a specific range that medical science has proven can improve bone density, promote tendon repair, and reduce human blood pressure. When your cat chooses to sleep pressed against your hip or curled in the crook of your arm, they aren't just a passive sleeper. They are a living, breathing acoustic therapy machine. While you drift off, their purring helps synchronize your heart rate with theirs, creating a state of heart rate resonance. It is a silent, reciprocal healing ritual that has sustained the bond between our two species for millennia. You provide the safety of the home, and in return they provide a sense of biological calm that no prescription can quite replicate. But to keep this unique relationship flourishing, we must remember that the most important part of our bond isn't just understanding their science, it's responding to their soul. Our cats are more than just pets. They are the quiet heartbeats that make a house feel like a home. Every shared scent and every midnight snuggle is a sacred gift of trust that we must never take for granted. To honor these beautiful souls, I invite you to share your beloved cat's name in the comments below. Let's fill this space with a tribute to the companions who choose us every single day. If today's deep dive into feline science sparked a new question, or if you're still puzzled by a specific behavior your kitty shows at night, please ask away. I am here to help you decode their secret language. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today and for watching until the very end. Your devotion to your feline friends is truly inspiring. Take care of yourselves and your little ones, and I'll see you in the next video.